Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. I just wanted to get on here and share a quick thought with you. I love to share thoughts after I have great conversations. And this morning we were talking, me and my god brother, about being a good steward of things, good steward of life. And I went through, periods of my life that I was talking about and had a reflection, which kind of led to a revelation, which I love, putting two and two together and understanding why you had to go through certain things to get to a certain place, or sometimes it wasn't even about you. And in this conversation, that's what I realized, because back in New York, one of the jobs I had was working for the New York City Department of Education. And in that role, I worked for OPT, which is the Office of Pupil Transportation. And so we dealt with any issues that the parents had with the students' transportation, which is usually the school bus. And so that job, to me, it was call center. And so it was very much resolving issues, but it was answering calls. And I remember being there at 6 a.m. and sometimes it was very difficult to be there at 6 a.m. because your first phone call would be an angry parent yelling at you about something you had nothing to do with, and demanding you fix something you don't even know what they're talking about. And it was many days where I was ready to go, but I bring it up to explain that, to give you a whole idea of what it was. And so although it wasn't a fun job, it was a very fulfilling job, because a lot of stuff that I did for the parents and the students, they have been dealing with for months, and even multiple school years. And by the time I fixed their problem within about 30 minutes, they would say, "My God, you're the first person that actually took time to listen to me, to understand my problem and resolve it. Like, where's your manager? Let me talk to your supervisor. I really have to tell them about you. I got the, don't ever change. Don't let that place change you. Stay who you are. You're a very sweet, genuine person." I got so many compliments there. But that wasn't the entire experience. I got a lot of people who were just angry and they just wanted to vent, and then they just needed somebody to hear them out. And I felt like in that role, it stretched me a lot, because I became more of a listener, more of a objective listener, I would say, an intentional listener. I became more objective, and I learned how to put myself to the side and walk in this person's shoes for the duration of that call. And so with that being said, the revelation I had from that reflection was, sometimes your life is not all about you. Sometimes your life is put into a position to help other people. And because we were talking and I said, sometimes we get into this whole woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Why is God doing this to me? And why is this? And that's not even the case. Sometimes your life is meant to serve a purpose higher than you. You know what I mean? And so you may be uncomfortable for a time, but for me, for example, I was uncomfortable for a time with that job, but when I look back, it was preparing me to be stronger. It was preparing me for all those things I mentioned before, to be more objective, to be more of a problem solver, to be more inclusive in terms of the way I think. It taught me a lot of stuff. And on the top of that, rather, it helped other people who might have not necessarily gotten the help if I hadn't been placed in that position. So with that being said, my whole point I'm gonna circle back to is, sometimes our life is meant for greater, and that's a beautiful thing, that God chose you, that God chose me. And so you look for those moments as a challenge, as an adventure, not, oh my God, this is something else I got to get through. Because everything isn't a get through moment. Some things are, enjoy the journey. You know what I mean? Feel blessed that you were chosen, that you have the capacity to handle something that many other people might not have been able to handle. And so that's all I wanted to share. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and talk to you soon.